Yes, wherever I am, I always try not to fall into a time warp. Yeah, didn't you see him? He just ran by. Won't this freaking freak ever die? So that's where she got the idea. Yes, yes, you are. It's gonna fuck you up for the rest of your life. Yeah, I don't think he ended up where he intended to. Those boots must be terribly uncomfortable to walk in. Knew I should not have eaten those mushrooms I found in the woods. Oh, looks like you're a little late. Heh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, the music is supposed to continue. This wasn't supposed to happen. Ah, boy, that's really coming across as weird. We see Laguna standing there. He sees the grave that Rain had after Rain had died. Of course, he wasn't there when she died. He also never found out that she was pregnant and she had had a child while he was gone, trying to rescue Ellen from the Estar forces that had kidnapped her. The unfortunate thing, it's revealed in the game, but I didn't actually stumble across that dialogue during this playthrough, but Laguna is actually Squall's father, although he wasn't aware of it until much later. Ah, son of a bitch, can I make this not happen this way? Give me a sec. Ah, damn it, it's not gonna work. Okay, I'm just gonna have to live with this. Over here we're seeing a party after they had saved the world. Selfie picked up a friggin' camcorder and is walking around recording everybody. Yeah. Ha! And there's some funny little moments that happen here. Oh, looks like she's not having fun anymore. Okay, there wasn't any dialogue anyway. You couldn't hear what they were saying regardless. Oh, looks like Sid's come back anyway. And his wife has come back as well. It's one of those games that I have to think Final Fantasy VIII sort of gets a bad rap, and part of it's not really the fault of the developers, because unfortunately it came, what, 1 or 2 years? Okay, 2 years after the game Final Fantasy VII, which introduced a large market into the series, into the Western market, which primarily, like, RPGs or Japanese role-playing games did exist at the time. He's holding the camera sideways. Japanese RPGs did exist in the Western markets before, but it wasn't really a big market they had for them. In fact, it was Final Fantasy VII that introduced it, and a lot of people had held that as the high watermark. And unfortunately, this game had the unfortunate fate of following that. Oh, he's eating his hot dogs. Had the unfortunate fate of following that game, and a lot of people don't really hold it in such high regard. Also, they tried a number of... He's choking. That's hilarious. He finally got his hot dogs, too. He's never been able to get that crap before. Tell me he's going to die right here. Hey, it's a girl with a ponytail. He doesn't look happy. Okay. Yeah, you're a douche. Threw a hot dog at the camera, yeah. Yeah, since it had unfortunately followed that, what a lot of people consider to be a better game, and it tried a number of distinctly different things, like the junction system was something that I don't think anybody... let me turn the volume down on that. The junction system was something that I don't think anybody... it was a pretty big change over what we had previously seen in the series. It wasn't... oh, okay, there may be something there now. Okay, yeah. Okay, the junction system was a pretty big change in the way the magic systems work, and also how the enemies level up with you was kind of a change that a lot of people didn't really like. But overall, I think it gave this game a rather distinctive appeal and something quite a bit different than what we had seen previously, and you can't really blame them for trying something new. A lot of people just want to see the same game over and over again, and that really wasn't a good thing. Fortunately, they sort of evolved as the series went along, or at least for a while, in a positive direction. And overall, I'd say that it was sort of like the dark horse of the series, for the Final Fantasy games that came out for the original PlayStation. It's a bit of the dark horse, but overall, I think it was a pretty good game, and I have enjoyed very much playing through this game. Storyline-wise, I feel that the love story aspect was a little bit forced. It never felt natural and in fact it wasn't intended to feel natural, because the way Squall is such an introvert and somebody who separates himself from the rest of the world, it felt weird that Renoa was chasing after him this entire time, and the other characters were trying to hook the two of them up for such a long period of time, and he sort of was always backing off against that. Like, no, I don't want this. I don't want this. And then finally relented, like 3/4 of the way through the game. But it did feel rather an unnatural thing, and I think part of that had to do with the storytellers felt the need to introduce that kind of thing after it had rather successfully been used in Final Fantasy VII. A lot of people reacted positively to the portrayal of that kind of storyline in 7. Oh, damn, I'm not quite finished talking about this. But, well, anyway. Oh my god, it's doing it again! Oh, he can smile. And there we go. The world is saved, and Squall didn't, in fact, die. There are a lot of different interpretations to the way that people have taken the meaning of the ending. With all that bizarre imagery we had seen in the beginning of the ending sequence has spawned quite a number of conspiracy theories about how the story actually progressed. I think most of them are bullshit. I do not think Squall is dead and everything was a dream. I don't think that Sorceress Ultimecia was in fact Rinoa. I think a lot of that stuff is overly, like, people pick and choose too many things. And this is coming from a guy who freely admits to overthinking these things. Way overthinking these things. But even I don't. I think that's way over the mark. Anyway, it's a shame that the credits have ended because I have a couple more things I feel like I need to say about this. A couple of the downer things I have about this game was some of the characters weren't quite as memorable as they were in 7 or in 9. And they, like Zell was somebody I really didn't care for. Or Irvine wasn't a character that I liked very much. Some of the other characters, Selphie was particularly one of the better characters. Squall never really felt like he was a particularly good protagonist because he was such a dick, and I have a feeling that the reason why they made the character with that kind of attitude was because a lot of people have a perception of Cloud being a complete dick in Final Fantasy VII, and people reacted well to that. And in reality, he was a dick, but he only really acted like that in the beginning of the game. After about an hour or two, he opens up more and starts acting more like a non-dickhead person. So they decided, like, oh, we're just going to have Cloud be this, or Squall be this dickhead the entire game, and everybody hates him. So he doesn't say much. But then you're thinking, oh, we have no idea what's going on in this guy's head. So they went and they added that sort of internal monologue that he has going there. And it didn't do enough to portray his character as being anything other than an unlikable person. And those are a couple of the things that I think are the reason why people don't really look too well upon this game. Also, its modern setting is something that probably turned a number of people off. But anyway, I've been talking about this for too long, and I'm going to have to say that it wasn't my favorite game in this series, but it is still a good game, and I'm going to have to use that to sign off. If you liked what I've done with this series, there are quite a number of other games I've played on this YouTube channel. Feel free to check any of those out. Following this, I plan to start playing the game Final Fantasy XII. Been waiting to play that one for quite a while. And I'll be talking about that just like I've been talking about this. Thanks for watching.